Hey everybody. Hey, this is a reminder that I have on my wall. I see it every day. Sometimes, depending on what's going on in my life that day, I may have to read it out loud a few times. It's just a really good reminder for me that I don't know the how, but I know the what. And I just try to do what makes me happy. And I want to give you an example of that. With a little background. So I was watching this video where this guy was sharing how when he wants certain things, he'll just, write it down. And then when it happens, he writes down the date that it actually happened. And he was telling people, you should try this. Try writing it down. When you write it down, you got to forget about it and then just wait and see how it happens and when it happens, right? So me, normally I'm the opposite. I'll think about something or I will speak whatever it is and then it happens, and that's how I write everything down, when I write everything down in my journals. So I thought, okay, I'll write it down and see how it goes. So he said, start with something small, like receiving a free cup of coffee, right? And I thought, I want to do something just a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger. And so on my paper, I wrote down, someone would pay my bill at the store. That's what I thought. That's what I wrote down. I actually thought about it too as I was writing it. I was thinking, yeah, that would be really cool. I'm at the store and someone says, they want to pay my bill, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So that's what I wrote down. So let me tell you how it happened. And so I was working on one of these do-it-yourself projects. And I needed a tool, like one little gadget. No one had it, couldn't find it. Had been looking for it actually for a few days. So finally, I called around this one morning. I called around, and the store said, "Oh, we have one," and they offered to hold it for me. So I was like, "Okay, cool." So I've been to this store before, but it's been a really long time. So I get to the store. And I get my item from behind the counter or whatever. And of course, that was just too easy, right? I had to go and look around and get some more things. So I'm walking around till my arms are full and I'm just getting more and more stuff. And it was cool because the store wasn't busy, at least until it was time for me to get in line. So I get in line and it's like everybody decided to get in line. You know how that goes. So now the lines are down the aisles. So I'm standing in line and I see this guy walk in with this backpack on. And I'm gonna be honest, the first thing I thought was, well, it's pandemic going on, the video's been going viral, people go in the store and just load up their backpack. I ain't think nothing else about it. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And so I just kept, focused on my stuff, minding my own business. So finally I get to the front, get it close to the register, and I noticed the guy with the backpack. He's going in between the aisles. And I'm like, well, maybe he worked here or something. And he and I made eye contact for a second. Again, I just like, okay, this is weird, but whatever. So I'm no longer paying attention again. So now I'm closer to the register, and a woman in front of me is the cashier is ringing up her things. And so I see the guy, and no, I'm sorry, I didn't see him. I heard him like mumble something, but again, I didn't even look. And then I heard her say no. And so then when she was gone, it was my turn, of course. And when I looked up, I saw the guy who had came in, you know, the backpack guy. I saw him in another aisle and he was talking to someone. And it sounded like he was kind of like saying the same thing, like, you know, pay for your items, or, you know, it wasn't super clear because he wasn't that close to me. So again, I'm like, is he saying but I'm thinking, like, is he saying what I think he's saying? Is he offering to pay for these, you know, everybody's stuff? Because the lady in front of me said no, and now the person he's asking now is saying no, right? And I'm thinking, okay, is that really what he's saying? So I'm thinking, okay, I'm the one that asked for this. So anyway, so again, I'm not paying attention. It's my turn. The cashier is ringing up my things, and I hear a male voice say, "Ma'am, may I pay for your items? Pay for your things?" And when I looked up, it was him, the backpack guy. And he had his hand up, like he was raising his hand, and inside his hand was like all this cash, just like a wad of cash in his hand. And I looked at him and I was like, yeah, yep, you can. I said, yep, you can, you sure can. That's what I said. And I said, thank you. And I took my things and I left. And I just thought that was so cool because I actually had forgotten about that. From the time I wrote it down until the time it actually happened, it was within 2 weeks. I would have to look at my notes, but it was within 2 weeks, so it happened pretty quick. In my opinion, 2 weeks or less, that was pretty quick. But again, like I said, I don't know the how, but I know the what. And I would just say, if there's something that you want to try just to see, you know, does this really work? You know, are all these things people are saying, is this true? Me personally, I would suggest you start with something that you don't need, something just for fun, and you know, write it down or say it, and then just watch how it happens. But don't forget about it, like completely forget, because you know, there are times when we ask for things and then all of a sudden when we get it, we forgot we asked for it when we got it, you know? So anyway, I just wanted to share one of the reminders that I have on my wall with you.